Hi there, Cancer. Cancer. So this is your collective's Sun, Moon, Rising, Cancer, general love check-in for February. So I'm actually recording this on the last day of January. Tomorrow? Is it tomorrow or the day after? So Sunday is a full moon in Libra. I was just trying to remember what day we're on here. And so I said full moon in Libra, right? No, Leo. Oh my God. Hold on, Mira. Hi there, Cancer. Cancer. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Take what applies, and perhaps also listen to the other signs. I would recommend listening to at least 5 minutes of the readings so that you can best determine which energy suits your specific situation. And maybe none will apply, but I hope you check back. This is a general message, so it will not resonate with everyone. Take what sounds true to your own intuition and leave the rest. Okay. So we are just 2 days from a pretty big full moon in Leo. It will be intense. Maybe some of you are already feeling the effects of it. Depends on how sensitive you are. So my guess, because I'm delivering that message, is that some of you might be pretty sensitive when it comes to those energies. So remember, full moons are for releasing that which no longer serves you. Write down those intentions, guys. I hope you've had a good first month and are ready for the year of the horse, because it's here. All right, so fire horse too, right? All right, so what's going on in Cancer? A lot of cards just popped out, so that's not going to work. Let's see what's going on for the Cancer collective. I'm going to just put these back in. 1 second, let's see. This Pop of Love deck, I love it. It's beautiful, but it's about 3 times the size of my own hand. Okay, maybe 2 times. Okay, well, the attached card came out earlier and it came out again. So one or both of you may be attached, afraid of the unknown, karmic ties and responsibilities, or in a committed relationship with someone else. Now you have, this is appropriate. This is February 7th through March 19th, winter. Either this is someone you are going to meet, someone you will have already met, where wintertime is important to you, or the message is highly resonant for this period. All right, again, this card came out before, wordless. Words are jumbled or words were left unsaid, unable to speak or unwilling to say the truth, too much in their head, and unable to express their emotions rationally. That is what the card is reading as. And I thought, okay. So I shuffled those cards back in earlier and they came right back out. So it's doubling down. Now, destiny. All right. You were destined to meet. Strong, unbreakable bond, passionate love, and strong desire, deep inner knowing of divine connection. Okay, so right away, beginning to wonder if this person already is in some sort of relationship, okay? And perhaps you've met, and there's never any judgment on my channel. I'm just stating the facts, sir and ma'am, human. Now, sometimes you're meeting for greater purposes, right? Purposes outside of just, this is a romantic relationship. Perhaps you're here in each other's lives or have encountered each other to help each other heal from some sort of outer turmoil. Outer turmoil happens when there's inner turmoil. The two are almost always interconnected, okay? Battles, arguments, and unnecessary conflicts. I don't know if this is you or the person on your mind or both of you. I feel it's both of you, actually. Feels their world is falling apart, literally. Okay. Physical world is filled with chaos. confusion and destruction. That is that 5 of Wands energy that's showing up. All right, back of the deck, we have settling. Well, perhaps someone is in a relationship already, right? And by staying in that relationship, it is more comfortable and convenient for them. But that is a form of settling. So they're unsatisfied, or you're unsatisfied, and feeling alone while with someone else. Wants, needs, and desires are not being met, and chronically, right? Accepting less than what you or they deserve, and it doesn't sit right. That's why, there is this wordless kind of feeling. Oh my God, there's a lot of heavy stuff, guys. This is not what I wanted for your 2026. Okay, now, I think you, since you are watching this reading, or the person who, maybe it's your person that's watching this reading, I don't know, are acquiring knowledge. Like, why did I meet this person? What was the purpose of meeting this person? Why are we feeling this pull towards each other? What is destiny? What is karma? What is soulmate? Blah, blah, blah. Being open-minded about the connection, researching and understanding cosmic connection, willing to be open and understanding of the connection. Okay, beautiful. However, tower moments came up, and whenever the tower comes up, I'm like, oh, why? Why? Because this is the universe butting in its head saying something has to give here. So you guys, or maybe you, are thinking about one another or your person, naughty thoughts, okay? Deep desire, sexually fantasizing, strong need to be physically near, undeniable desires driven by instinct. Yeah, instinct, and I think for some of you, destiny. All right, so why? What is the purpose? That's, I think, what you're looking for. But the thing is, these tower moments have caused outer turmoil in your life, all right? Something's out of alignment. If this message resonates, please keep following. I'm going to go deeper. All right, so let's see. Let's actually start with the Shadow Light Tarot deck, okay? Cancer. And I apologize if I seem a little bit rough around the edges today. I got a bit of news yesterday that, well, we can call it a tower moment. Not a romantic tower moment, but a tower moment. Pretty much shakes up my life. So, yeah. Did not sleep very well because I was working through solutions. That's what we do, right? All right, so let's see, Cancer. How do you feel about the person on your mind? You already have the Magician coming out. Let's clarify. Magician is clarified. Oh, 3 of Swords. Queen of Cups. I already saw that Queen of Cups and the 10 of Cups at the back. Well, you feel like you manifested this person, this love, but I think that you feel it is a what do they call those loves, like Romeo and Juliet. I don't know why that term just forbidden kind of love is what I'm sensing. There is heartbreak here. You 100% manifested this relationship into your life. You felt they were the Queen of Cups, creme de la creme, love of your life, maybe. Emotional fulfillment, 10 of Cups at the back of the deck. This connection, however brief it was or however deep it was, made you believe in, I'm hearing happily ever after. However, that forbidden nature led to some sort of inevitable heartache and ending. 3 of Swords. Now, I don't know that it's an ending, so let's find out, Spirit. I don't have any signs out here yet. Maybe you're dealing, I think you are a water sign. Maybe you're dealing with you are a water sign, and I think maybe you are dealing with another water sign, but let's see. Could also be an earth sign. Could be a Virgo. All right, so Spirit. All right, thank you. It's interesting how they flipped in the reverse. I'm not sure if that's how I'm meant to take it. So I haven't asked a question yet, Spirit. Spirit, what ensued between Cancer and their person that led to the Three of Swords? What? Okay. Wow. Okay, so the Three of Swords is clarified by the Three of Swords. But here's the thing. I also have a King of Cups and a Four of Wands. So again, I want to reiterate something before. I've not done this before, but I think I need to this time. Please do not judge anyone for their individual journeys. I do see that there is heavy indication that this person that you were dealing with, or you, was in some sort of existing attachment. Could be a marriage, because I do have the Four of Wands card, which could indicate marriage. At the very least, this was a relationship or is a relationship that has existed. And I see the King of Cups, okay? I think a couple things. And I also see the Knight of Wands. So there's two people here for sure. And, well, there's three people. There was the Queen of Cups, right? I think maybe you associate with King of Cups at this time. Emotionally grounded and mature, not overtly shouting I love yous, but you definitely felt the connection. Maybe you felt this was your twin flame. Could be. Four of Wands is still here, so it could always be indicative of that bond. The Knight of Wands, this relationship was like in and out, hot and cold, up and down, emotional storms. I really feel with the Three of Swords that there was a third party. Yeah, so I mean, I see a divine pair here. I had a feeling Queen of Cups was at the back of the deck. So yeah, you two were a divine pair, are a divine pair. But just because you're a divine pair, meaning soulmates or higher level soulmates or twin flames, like really, like, I mean, I can't deny that that is a possibility if you believe in that. That's extremely complicated relationship dynamic. I do want to point out that it ended in heartbreak because of the up and down, unstable energies surrounding the circumstances of your relationship. That is what Spirit's wanting me to say. And yes, one or both of you may have been attached to someone else. Don't take it if you don't already know, So you already know about it if that was the case or is the case. So Spirit, what are the feelings of the person that Cancer has on their mind for Cancer at this time? How does Cancer's person feel towards them? That was a much easier way of saying it. Chariot. Ooh. Okay, well, clarify the Chariot. I need some clarification here. Please clarify the Chariot for how their person feels. Okay. I mean, they want to come towards you with their cup of love, because we had the Ace of Cups at the back. Oh, Judgment, yeah. And pause. Yeah, so, and High Priest at the back. Okay, so yes, so I really am getting very intense indicators here of a spiritual connection, a twin flame connection, a high level soulmate connection. But I do want to say, if it's a high level soulmate, most usually, generally, there is not a deep like chasm between the two of you. There's less hurdles to being together. It's not like a hot and cold energy. It's a dynamic between you. I mean, it is more stable, more grounded, more uplifting, and constant. So this feels more and more like a potential twin flame reading. I do say that because, again, I have the High Priest at the back and the High Priestess coming out. I just want to show you. You have Judgment. a relationship that made them go within and really see for themselves who they are and what they want. Now, there is a desire to continue moving forwards. What do they want in their life is what I'm sensing, though. It's less wanting to chase you kind of energy and more, I need to figure out what direction I want my life to go in. But you were the catalyst for that. Very proud of myself for using the word catalyst, by the way. I don't usually do that. 7 of Pentacles. So this relationship is currently on pause. So Chariot, okay. But Chariot is currently halted. Your person is going within to look for themselves, look at themselves in a mirror, in an inner mirror, and figure out what it is that you were meant to teach them or are meant to teach them, right? I'm not saying it's an ending, right? But it is feeling like a pause. High Priestess, High Priest, you guys are not speaking to each other, the person on your mind. I am not even going to pull their intentions because they do not seem to be up for engagement right now. And if they, they want to, but they are holding back this 4 of Pentacles energy. I did anyway. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I did anyway. They absolutely do feel that love. This is a high level soul connection, potential twin flame connection. I've repeated that message a few times because it keeps coming out. They want this Ace of Pentacles. They want that new fresh start with you. They're only willing to make a small amount of effort. Page of Cups, like a real, like whimsical, I don't want to say meaningless spirit, so I'm not going to. Whimsical. I'm sorry. It's like they really want me to say it, but I'm not. Because I think it's kind of cruel to say that. So whimsical check-in, okay? They want to just be like, hey, what's up? one of those. And I know how most people feel about, hey, what's up? How's it going? Just kind of like, just to see how you're doing. They're holding back their desire for a new opportunity with you. So they're also going to hold back that like sweet romantic gesture that they also wish to have given you or be giving you. Wow, you can tell I haven't slept. I'm so sorry. But the message is, it's interesting. They're still coming through. They're still coming through, guys. So Spirit, what do you propose? What do you propose that Cancer does at this time with this situation? And then I'm going to go into new love. Ooh, heavy advice. So, okay, you did see that 10, that little rainbow card, right? The 10 of Cups. This is the 10 of Cups again. Family, right? How do you envision family? That's what Spirit's asking you to do right now. This is the 7 of Swords as advice. Now, it's not saying ghost or lie or betray. I know the reputation the 7 of Swords has, but with the 10 of Cups here, okay, that gives it a new flavor, right? When you think about your future and you want that emotional fulfillment in a relationship, in your life, what is it that you see? Who is it that you see? What kind of person is next to you? Or people? What is the dream? Please do write that down, reflect on it, and then I would say strategize. Like, what do you need to do in order to achieve that? Now, this isn't about that person necessarily. This is just about you. All right. So Spirit, give some more advice to Cancer, please, what they should focus on at this time. ending. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this relationship really came into your life for a purpose. The purpose was to guide you out of this confusion. Maybe you yourself have some secrets to deal with, inner secrets. It's time for you to take your chariot. You also have the chariot. Take your chariot and guide yourself through this ending so that there can be a transformation. You do have deep love for this person, and you probably always will. 6 of Cups. That's the sweet nostalgia. That's, when I think of this person, I have fond memories, and maybe they're even memories from past life interactions that you had. Most likely you've met in a past life or two. But it needs to be something for now that you leave behind. And for your own benefit, the Death card. Just like student loans, pay them off and then move on, okay? There's a lot of stuff that I think your person has to deal with, a lot more than you. That's the sense I'm getting. Spirit, tell Cancer about potential new love. Will they find, those of you who are looking, right? Will you find new love in this coming month? Yeah, maybe. 3 of Pentacles, maybe at work. At the very least, you'll be working well with others. Okay, maybe more than maybe. Ooh, you got the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. Okay. So, you could be, this is what Spirit's indicating. Spirit will help you to turn that wheel. Once you decide you want to end that chapter, right? So whatever that 10 of Cups dream that you had with that person, right? Once that comes to an ending, right? And you re-envision what it is that you're looking for, okay? 7 of Swords, strategy. Time for you to work through the way you envision, whether it's marriage or just long-term relationships, foundational relationships, Hierophant. So that's all about institutions, the institution of marriage, perhaps the institution of, I don't know, moving in together. I don't know if we can call it that, but yeah, it is kind of, right? Long-term connections. What do you see? Once you have that set for yourself, right? That 10 of Cups, right? That strategizing how you picture your life in X amount of years, then you're going to have multiple options, I think. 3 of Pentacles. You may even find that this is something that you discover, I don't know, in your place of work. I'm not saying workplace romance, but it is coming out as a possibility. This is going to be someone that you work well with. Spirit, tell us more about the next love that Cancer will have. Tell us about this person. New opportunity, sexual attraction, ooh, and choice. You're gonna be indecisive, huh? Oh man, I knew it. So you have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Absolutely new opportunity. But then what happens? You're like stuck. You're like 2 of Swords. And yeah, there's going to be a little bit of hesitation, indecision on your part, which way to go. I think maybe some of you, especially with twin flame connections, some of you may have a difficult time moving forward. The best piece of advice I can give you is to focus on yourself, on your own healing journey. You cannot help someone else heal. Not a romantic partner. You cannot do that. Unless they're ready. Spirit, what else can Cancer focus on for themselves at this time? Do not chase. Oh God, I knew it. Yeah. What I just said, you cannot help your person heal. Healers at the back. The reason I'm saying that some of you might be empathic, deeply empathic, and really want to help the person that on your mind, but don't be desperate. Gosh, Spirit's being a bit harsh. I've actually never gotten this card, so I'm like, all right. Don't be desperate. I know you're longing for this person. Spirit's shown me, and I kind of feel it. You're feeling a little. We're gonna pull more cards. You're longing for this person. You're longing for them to heal. You're longing for, and you're yearning and angsty. I think all of those feelings. I get it. I get it. I'm sorry, but I want you to remember you deserve the highest possible love in this lifetime. Not everyone is meant to come with you on that road. Okay, not everyone you meet, not everyone you love is meant to join you on that path. This particular person may or may not be that, part of that 10 of Cups. But they were, and they are part of your journey to the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is in your future, for sure. I see you want it. And so you will have it. Okay, so, yeah. You may meet someone who, I like it, King of Pentacles, grounded, steady, nurturing, relationally intelligent, okay? Not a knight. There will be no knight energy. I mean, okay, there'll be a little knight energy, right? In the romancing phase, right? Where you're getting to know each other. But this is someone who's going to be, maybe they whisk you off to, I don't know, a destination of your choice. I'm not going to insert Italy, but I did get Italy. No, I get France vibes here. There's a croissant in here. There's champagne and a croissant. That 10 of Cups, sorry about that. That 10 of Cups, when you picture it, right? I just think that you need to really, understand what it is that you're searching for. I'm sorry if this message sounds like I want you to let go of someone, but I want you more to embody the person that you are meant to be, right? And this is, honestly, you got another divine counterpart coming your way here. You King and Queen of Pentacles. They have it made. They're jet setting, all right? They're living a good life. And you are going to be the one that decides, do I choose that relationship? Possibility, okay? Or do I try to contain my own healing path, right? So that I can be where I'm trying to find the words, where my counterpart is, where my twin flame is. They're behind you. And so do you take that chariot and slow it down and risk missing out on life? Or do you move forward? The world. This King of Pentacles, I think when they enter your life, it doesn't matter if it's what gender they are, by the way. What I see is potential for the two of you to have the world together. You may meet them online. You may meet them while traveling. I think it's kind of a beautiful thing. You're in charge of where you want to go. Two of Wands. So take that next step and focus on you. I'm not trying to deny the connection, the love that you have for your twin flame, but this next stop, yeah, you're always going to love them. I see that. 6 of Cups. But I want so much more for you, right? And I think you want so much more for you too. I don't know how to tell you what to do, but Spirit sees you. If you continue, look at this, looking out the window. 6 of Cups, 8 of Swords. This 6 of Cups, this like reviewing in your head the good times, the possibilities, the maybe even you have past life memories. I don't know. Maybe this is someone you've gone around that cycle with over and over. I don't know yet. But if you're gonna keep doing that, this is you. You're eventually gonna be sitting in the windowsill, right? You're gonna be like, wait, am I gonna like look out the window at the world? Am I gonna sit in the window, like the window frame, and see the world go by? Or am I gonna actually get on with it and live my life and be this Queen of Wands? Be someone who is in charge of their own destiny. Okay, so boy, thank you for listening. You know, these are difficult lessons, but I see you're already on the healing path. You're already capable of having multiple soulmate relationships. You have your choice. But I think once you realize that you're in the driver's seat in that chariot, you're going to feel so much more empowered to go for your dreams. So I hope that's the one message that you take from this. All right. Good luck, Cancer.